Overseas now to a place that dominated the headlines for years, Afghanistan, and a grim reminder that American troops remain in harm's way. Today, 1 year after President Obama declared the end of the U.S. combat mission there, 6 Americans were killed and 2 more injured in a suicide attack near Bagram airfield. And here at home, 6 families are now coping with a terrible loss 4 days before Christmas. Our Pentagon correspondent Jim Miklaszewski is tracking down the details of what happened.
The 6 Americans were killed today just as the war for the Afghan military had taken a turn for the worse. The U.S. service members have been called to a meeting with local Afghan leaders in a small town northeast of the Bagram air base. As the Americans walked through the village, a lone suicide bomber on a motorcycle drove into the group and detonated his suicide vest. The devastating blast killed 6 Americans and wounded 2 others, plus an Afghan interpreter. It was the deadliest attack on U.S. forces in Afghanistan in more than 2 years. In his Christmas message just last year, President Obama declared the U.S. war in Afghanistan was over.
Our longest war will come to a responsible end.
But today, without direct U.S. combat support, Afghan forces are engaged in a losing battle with the Taliban throughout large parts of Afghanistan. This month, the Pentagon issued a dire report on the Afghanistan war, saying security has deteriorated. The Taliban is now launching 1,000 successful attacks per month, and for the first time, ISIS has started mounting attacks in Afghanistan. Still, President Obama intends to reduce the number of American troops in Afghanistan before he leaves office, which critics claim could put U.S. troops at greater risk.
The smaller the American contingent, the more dangerous it's going to be for those who remain.
But officials here say it's impossible to predict what the Afghanistan battlefield will look like a year from now, or just what kind of war the next president will inherit. Lester.
Jim Miklaszewski, thanks.